All right, sorry, there was a glitch earlier on. Okay, so my name is Marisa. I am from SHRDC, or Selangor Human Resource Development Center. All right, I will be today's moderator. And I hope everyone is ready because I will start sharing my screen today. 1 second. All right, so this is just going to be an intro video of SHRDC. All right. I hope you guys are seeing my screen. All right, so good morning and welcome again, everyone. Okay, so our webinar session today will start now since it's already past 10 a.m. It will, we put it 10 until 12, but it may be lesser than that. Okay, so all right, before we begin, I would just like to ensure that you guys understand on our housekeeping rules. So the duration is expected to be 2 hours or less. Okay, so for any questions throughout the entire presentation, do drop them in the chat box that you have guys been doing. All right, so just ensure to mute your mic, and later on, poll questions will pop up on your screen. All right, at any time during the presentation. So please make sure to interact and engage and participate into answering the poll questions, because it will hugely help our speakers for today to determine to tap in whatever issues that you guys are having. All right. So this is a recorded session, and we'll be taking screenshots just for our keepsake. Okay. All right. So for those, maybe you guys don't know this, but we actually are providing some sort of a e-certificate, but we call it as a webinar e-badge. Okay, and this will be provided to all attendees here, but only if you stay until the end of the session. All right, so please make sure that you guys are staying until the end of the session if you guys would like to receive this e-certificate or webinar e-badge. So without further ado, I will start now introducing our speakers for today, and our featured speaker for today is Mr. Mohamad JohanFaqar. He is from Skymind Education Group, and he will be our featured speaker for today. All right, and from SHRDC, we have Dr. Chua Wen-Shyan. All right, he is the head of Malaysian Smart Factory 4.0. All right, so Mr. Mohamad JohanFaqar, this is just a background, a very brief background on him. He is currently the AI instructor at Skymind, and he's a graduate from IUKL Malaysia. And it's interesting because he actually has a degree in Bachelor of Civil Engineering. Okay, so you guys can see here, he is very highly motivated and something even personal. Okay, he has many years under his belt, a solid experience. Okay, so that's all for me for now. So I'm just going to stop sharing my screen so Mr. Johan can start sharing his. Thank you. So you can take it away.
Oh, thank you, Marisa.
You're welcome.
And let me share my screen again. Okay, quick check. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes. Okay. Can everybody see Mr. Johan's screen?
Oh.
Do type yes to the chat box.
Quick sound. Okay.
Hello, my name is Ida, or Artificial Intelligence Digital Assistant. I have been around for quite a while, only you did not realize it. Artificial intelligence is all around us. It is impacting the future of every human being. the way we do business and is transforming the world around us. I am your healer. I detect, provide insights, and support medical professionals. I am your teacher. I make learning and studying more convenient and personalized. I am your manager. I speed up processes through automations and simulations. I am your assistant. I supercharge your support and make processes easy. I am an analyzer. I handle complex data and concepts and simplify them for all. I am your guardian. I watch over you and keep you and your family safe. But I can't do all of those on my own. Artificial intelligence works when I am powered by intelligent minds. I will be successful when you train me to predict and react correctly. At Skymind, we believe the AI will revolutionize the world we live in today. Are you ready to be a part of it?
Okay. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, everyone. So quick check. Am I audible? Everyone can hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Mohamad JohanFaqar with Zain, and I am from Skymind. So first and foremost, I would like to express how excited I am to be here today for today's sharing session titled Developing Your Career in Artificial Intelligence or AI. Yeah? So yes, a very, very interesting topic indeed. Okay. So today's session will be just a chill session. Okay, nothing very heavy. Okay. So first, we are going to talk about the overview of artificial intelligence in general, the growth of it, and the use cases in Malaysia and globally. And hopefully, by the end of the day, I'm going to convince each and every one of you who is attending today's webinar to consider AI to be as the career of choice. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. So humanity have been through various era, okay, starting from the mechanical era, or we call it the industrial age. So this is where mechanical technologies give rise to steam engines. And then we move on to the electrical era. This is when electrical power were first used commercially. And then we have the digital era, or we call it the information age, when transistors were first developed and enabled widespread use of computers as what we see today. Okay, and after that, the present, and currently we are at the artificial intelligence era. Okay, let's talk about artificial intelligence. John McCarthy, kan? Yeah, if you're coming to this field, you will probably heard of this guy's name. Kan? So John McCarthy, who is widely recognized as one of the godfathers of AI, defined it as the science and engineering of making intelligence machine. In short, AI is all about training machines to mimic human behavior, specifically the human brain, and its thinking capabilities. Artificial intelligence focuses on performing 3 cognitive skills just like a human, which is learning, reasoning, and self-correction. If you see here, all of these here, let's take a few examples. We have autonomous vehicle, e-commerce, artificial intelligence, nanotech, are all the technologies that are with presence in Malaysia. But beyond this, beyond the year of 2020, we are seeing much more advancement in technologies, or we call it technologies of the future. So what is technology of the future? Technology of the future will be 4D or 5D printing. You have private 5th generation 5G mobile network, which is very famous nowadays. And we have geoengineering, genetic computing, carbon breathing batteries, kan? and many more. Okay, so for everyone's information, a national policy on the fourth industrial revolution, National 4IR policy, was launched on Thursday, July 1st of 2021. Now, with the aim of transforming Malaysia into a high-income nation through the use of technology and digitalization. So our beloved YB Khairi Jamaluddin said that the 5 foundational technologies of the 4IR policy include, first of all, artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things, blockchain, cloud computing, and big data analytics, as well as advanced materials and technologies. So the policy that I stated has 10 sectoral focuses and 60 sectoral initiatives. Okay, so this clearly shows us that there is potential in AI-related sectors, and one of the reasons you yourself should consider to be in it. And ladies and gentlemen, based on the report by Ministry of Human Resources, it is estimated that 75 million of AI-related jobs are estimated to increase worldwide by 2022. Okay, so where are all these jobs coming from? So here we can see that the sectors and the use cases will be coming in from IT, business intelligence, entertainment, cyber security, construction and education, and others. And AI investment can boost revenue by 38% in all industries. Okay. So there, once again, I just gave you the second indicator, and why you should consider AI as a career of choice. Just look at all the potential market here. And now, this is the growing job landscape for AI talent. Okay, based on the World Economic Forum, by 2025, okay, new jobs will emerge and others will be displaced. Okay, if you can focus on the green arrow here, it is showing that by 2025, up to 97 million jobs will be created worldwide, but at the same time, 85 million will be displaced. And this is a normal phenomenon. Kan? Each time a new technology is introduced, this is a normal phenomenon. Okay, and if you take a look at the red arrow, okay, at the jobs that will be replaced, these are all repetitive in nature. Okay, why? Because these tasks can easily be solved by machine learning or deep learning algorithm. Okay. So, but how about the increases of job? Kan? All of these are AI related: data analysts and scientists, AI and machine learning specialists, big data specialists. Kan? And this number of AI related jobs is increasing day by day. Okay. And another clear indicator to us why AI related jobs are increasing by day and greatly on demand. Okay. So, after listening to all this, kan, you have decided that yes, you want to try to venture into AI and make a career out of it. Kan? So the big question is here is how? How do you do that? Kan? Okay. As the saying goes, kan, experience will always be the best teacher. So you had industry experience of delivering AI project, that will be an added advantage. Okay, and then you can always upskill yourself with the most up-to-date AI tools, theories, and its frameworks. In short, you have to stay relevant to be in the game. Moreover, you can go for a computer science and software engineering training, as you can see here at the bottom of the pyramid. Okay, but in the end of the day, it comes to one thing, which is passion. Passion. If you really have the passion for something you love, then you will definitely work hard for it. Okay, with sheer will and pure determination, nothing is impossible. So maybe we can have a little gauge on our audience here. Maybe Marisa can help me to set out the polls, can?
Yep, hang on a second, yeah.
Yes. Okay, for the attendees today, then later on there will be a polling session. Can kindly answer the poll, and
All right, can you guys see it on your screen? It should pop up, yeah.
okay, I see it popping up in my screen.
All right, so to all attendees, to answer this poll question is very simple. All right, we have 35 attendees, so only 12 people are answering. So where are the other 20 plus? Okay. All right, now 45% of the attendees have participated. Can we have more than 50%?
Okay. Okay, so that is
Are
good
you
enough.
seeing the result as well?
Yes, I'm seeing the result. Okay, so based on the result here, I can see that majority of the attendees today are fresh graduates, and some of them are retrenched. Okay, so maybe we can talk a bit about that. So based on the thank you so much for your guys' feedback, and I would like to see again, in terms of statistics, kan, where are we at now, kan? So based on Department of Statistics Malaysia, okay, Malaysia's unemployed rate has increased to 4.7% in March 2021. So what is this 47% indicator shows us that this is 753,200 unemployed persons at the time being. Okay, that is the statistic of now. That is the harsh reality of it. That is the bitter pill to swallow. And the closing of many giant companies in Malaysia, kan? So one of them is IBM, kan? IBM is a big company. Is telling us that this problem is not going on away soon. Okay. Thank you for the feedback, ni. So to put cherry on top of the problem, kan? Yesterday's COVID cases was at its peak, 20,596. So do you think, kan, the economy will be recovering anytime soon? My opinion is that no, that is not happening anytime soon. So, but despite all of what is happening, Skymind is proud to be actively hiring even at these dark times of the pandemic. Skymind believes that Malaysia has a great deal of untapped potential, capable of acting on the frontier of the AI revolution. Okay, so this is where you guys will come to play. Okay, Skymind has already been acting as a bridge to employment. So you just have to come and cross it. Okay, so you heard about Skymind, right? Say, what do we do actually? Okay, Skymind. Okay, Skymind is founded in 2014, and we consider ourselves to be an AI ecosystem builder. Okay. So we are proud of this, that 2 of the 3 founders are anak jati of Malaysia. Okay. And Skymind is an AI ecosystem builder that enables companies and organizations to develop their own AI application. Skymind provides clients with world-class support and access to our open source tool, which is called Eclipse Deep Learning for J. We have provided service technology in over 300 Fortune companies worldwide, and our technology have been used in over 20 governments worldwide, including USA and China. So not only that, we are also providing global capital funding for promising AI innovations. In terms of employees, we have 900 plus, and currently we are growing. Okay? In China itself, we have 500 plus employees. Malaysia, we have 200 plus employees, and in the rest of the world and globally, we have 170 plus. Okay? This is not the recent updated version, but currently it's safe to say that we have 900 plus, and we are growing. And this will be our global market access. Okay, global market access. We have a global AI company based in London, presence in China, Japan, Hong Kong, Singapore, Indonesia. This is just to name a few. So in Malaysia, our presence in Malaysia include 3 major locations, which is in Penang, where our AI Innovation Center and Skymind City Campus located. Okay, KL, which is at KL Eco City, is where our corporate office, and soon we'll be having one more in Johor, insyaAllah. So as I mentioned before, we provide open source AI platform, and we are the enablers for AI adoption. So not only that, we also provide global capital funding for promising AI innovations, as well as run talent development initiatives. So in short, we are more than just an AI tech company. Okay. Conclusively, our goal is to develop the industry as a whole. Okay. So next, we have the use cases. Okay, this is the several use cases of Skymind technology. That includes Skymind AI processors, supercomputers, and we are also the providers for giant tech companies, Cloudera, Cisco, IBM. And also, we are also the key role in the digital transformation of several countries. And our AI tools have been also used for space agencies. Okay, this one, they utilizing our system. Man, our global customers does not only range for in terms of software market segmentation, but we also has been used in automotives and mobile companies and others. Okay, as I highlighted on previous slides, one of Skymind's focus pillars is talent development. Okay? So we here at Skymind Education Group, we want to make sure that we have a healthy AI talent pool available in anticipation of future industry development. So we are grooming talents in hopes of strengthening employability. We have partnership with universities, right? We have curriculum model embed in the universities, and we are actively in terms of getting the talent ready, in terms of that, and then we also have an upskilling existing talent to be industry ready. So what does this mean? We have this upskilling or reskilling program, where you can be in it, fresh graduates, or either you are retrenched or anyone who comes, and we encourage to come and took up the upskilling program, so you can join us in the AI workforce. And also we have an industrial AI learning campus, as I stated. This is the current fill in with the most current technologies, equip it at the AI learning campus to groom and develop talents. So these are our talent building blocks. Okay. So this one is the our how we prepare our talents for the digital economy. Okay, so as we can see on the slides here, total GDP led by AI by 2030 will be 15.7 trillion. Okay, and 97 million by 2025. Okay, up total of AI practitioner required worldwide. So we are safe to say that the demand is there. Okay, so all you have to do is come in and join in the AI workforce. Okay, and for our professional certification program, we are hoping to get 10,000 AI ready talents by the end of 2025. And this will put Malaysia as an AI talent hub. So the professional certification program is globally recognized, guaranteed employment, high value job. Okay, high value job. We're going to talk about that later on. Okay? So the salary range is very competitive. Okay, and global job relocation, as you can see, our presence are globally. Kan? In future, you might have a chance to actually relocate. And in terms of job relocation, there is possibilities in that because we are globally present currently. And we have a very structured career advancement. What does this mean? We always give out opportunity for our current staffs and also for all of the current AI players to have a opportunity and in terms of continuous upskilling and also reskilling program. So in short, you are always up to date. When you are always up to date, you are relevant. You are relevant. When you are relevant, you will be sought by many. Okay, and these are just all of our rockstar engineers, the key players behind the Skymind industry. Okay, right. But before you can actually join Skymind, okay, you must pass our certified deep learning examination first. Okay. So it is a job guaranteed, guys. It is no question asked. You pass the exam, you will be employed by Skymind. And the starting salary of 4,000 ringgit. And as far as the certification concerned, it is a well industry recognized certification for deep learning. Okay. And this program will empower individuals from different backgrounds to actually have a shot in artificial intelligence. So what does this mean, kan? So me myself is the living example of this. Okay? So actually, I am a civil engineer, and my specialization is railway engineering. So previously, on my last employment, I was a senior manager, okay, leading various high impact projects under various ministries and a few multinational companies. Okay. So as you guys know, civil engineering, we are not hardcore coders, and all this coding stuff is not our forte lah. So I only learn basic C++ during my uni days. That is only the basic part lah of C++. But I always have the passion for technology, IoT, and artificial intelligence. So I decided to join the program, and Alhamdulillah, I passed. Okay, and now I am with Skymind. Okay. If I can do this, you guys surely can as well. Cool. Okay, so let's talk about the program flow in general. So you will be expected to join the AI and machine learning and competence for industry, but this overall flow, I believe, will be touched more by Dr. Shyan, but this will give you an overall overview of the training. So you must first go through the training, and then you must pass the exam. It's no question asked. You will be ordered with the certification, and after that you will be expected to go for a job interview. But no worries, kan, this job interview will not is not taking into account either you are accepted or not, but rather just to know in which department you will be later put on, kan. So this is just for the hiring managers to get the overall view in terms of your job relocation, department, and more on the HR stuff lah. And then you are hired. You will be hired as an AI engineer, or there are also other AI roles, kan? Other AI roles, kan? So, but don't worry, this will come after, kan? Which I hope all of you will come and join, and all of you, insyaAllah, will pass this program. Okay. So the examination, okay, I talk a little bit about examination. So this will be the rubric of the technical examination. So in our examination, you are expected to pass both the theory and also the coding section. Okay, you have to pass both. You cannot pass just one. You have to pass both. So in the theory section are divided into two sections. We have MCQ and also we have short essay question. And you can see the allocation time is 150 minutes. Okay, and also for the coding questions, we have 3 set of coding questions. Okay, and the allocation time is 120 minutes. You pass both of these, and then you are already employed by Skymind. Okay. Okay. So after listening to this webinar, these are your checklist lah. You have to do. You have to enroll in the program by enrolling in the program, and also to stay up to date for our latest offerings. You can also follow us in Skymind Education Group at Facebook. Okay. Okay. So I talk about AI, I talk about the certification program, okay. So I want to show you guys what are the related AI related jobs out there, kan, which is available. So let's watch this short video clip here.
AI is all around us and touching many aspects of business and everyday life. But despite all the hype, practitioners believe that AI will always require human input and expertise. Do you know the number of job postings related to AI has increased by 100% over the past couple of years? In fact, the top 5 emerging jobs in 2020 are dominated by AI. AI is projected to become the mainstream of work across industries by 2025. But have you ever wondered, who are the brains behind the machine? Behind the comfort of this smart TV, a data scientist programmed the analysis of your favorite shows, so you'll always know what to watch. Behind this autonomous car, a deep learning engineer programmed the algorithms to keep you safe on the road. Behind this CCTV, a data annotator marked out all the danger for you, so you can focus on doing what you love most. Behind the efficiency of this production line, a robotic automation engineer automated the robots to keep the production going, so you know it is always working at its full potential. Artificial intelligence is more human than you think. By integrating human talents and AI-driven functions, we can reap the benefits of AI and boost productivity and efficiency. Join Skymind and be a part of the changing future.
Okay, so okay guys, there will be a contest today. So let's check that out, kan. Wait, maybe I should make this full screen. Okay.
Haha. Just kidding.
Okay. So Creator Suite in short is an end-to-end AI tool. So if you want to know more, I shall keep this thing to be a mystery lah for you to discover, kan. So come and scan the website and scan, and they will be you will be go to the website lah, kan. So maybe you can also participate in the contest, kan, and have the chance to win 300 ringgit, kan. I believe 300 ringgit goes a long way in this current economy. Okay. So okay. Before I pass the mic to Dr. Shyan, so I strongly urge and advise each and every one of you to take the first step and join us in the AI revolution. Okay. So if you are scared to take the first step, that is totally normal. But I am here to ensure you, here we at Skymind, SHRDC, we will be your family and guide you to each and every step to let you know you are not alone in this. Okay. So we will do it together. So remember, guys, the only thing which are stopping you from a path of greatness is yourself. Take the step and go beyond your comfort zone, and inshallah, great things will occur. Okay. All right, Dr. Shyan, I believe the floor is all yours.
Sorry, thank you very much, Mr. Johan. But before we move along with Dr. Chua session, we actually do have a question for you from the floor, Johan. All right, so going back to the contest that you mentioned earlier, can you provide you or your team members provide the joining link in the chat box? Because someone is asking how to join. Can you guys can you provide the link? Sorry, you are muted. I cannot hear you.
Okay, sure thing. So later on I will post it in the chat box, and or my colleague will post it in the chat box, kan? So we take note lah. Okay.
All right,
So the question.
All right. So we do have a question from Yu Leong Chang. All right, he is asking, I am with 15 years experience in building services industry involving mechanical, electrical, and plumbing services. So can I apply through this program? Where is my job function if being accepted?
15 years in experience in building services. Okay. So Mr. Yu Leong Cheng, so thank you. So in building services, M&E, yeah. Okay, so Mr. Yu Leong Cheng, so we are the same lah. We are from the project side. So myself, I am from project management and civil and construction lah. So yes, you can join in. You are not the only one who is considering a job transition in current in this current economy lah, kan. So if you have the passion, why not, kan? So I can share my my experience as well, and I did encounter with people who is also close to 40 who is in the program, kan, and actually doing well, can have to pass the exam first. Okay, so if you are in the program because of your background, kan, you don't have really much experience in terms of software development and everything, kan. if you are considering to join, maybe you can join the program. And after passing, maybe they will put in somewhere between junior AI engineer ke or AI engineer ke. But that one will be depending on your experience and everything kan. But what is your job function? I can share you the job function or based of what my colleague are currently doing. They are in the back end kan, doing back end punya things, punya related works. And then we have also people, my colleague also after the program was and junior project managers also have kan? So you can also be involved with the project kan? But Mr. Shen, for this particular program by SHRDC ni, I think it's aimed towards fresh graduates, right, Dr. Chua?
Actually, it's open to all, especially for those who do not have much coding background initially and they want to explore something new. The program that we offer would cover more in depth on that area lah. Yeah.
Okay. So it's in data science. Okay. So the second job, maybe I answer it first. By Mohamad Faiz Fuad. Upskill program also cover other career advancement such as in data science. Yes. So when you are employed by Skymind, you will also be continuously be given an upskilling program kan. You will not be only specializing in one domain but other domains as well. So for this particular program, you are actually you're getting into the domain of computer vision kan. So the vision, so image segmentation and all of those things lah. Later on Dr. Chua will touch on that. But we also have other domains. We have time series, we have natural language processing, and also we do actually have other AI courses that we are offering for internal staff as well kan. So if you are really interested, then come and join us lah. Pass the examples lah. And then touching on the low coding punya side kan, so you are 15 years experience in building services, that one by Yo Leong Cheng kan. If you are really like macam frightened kan because of all the coding stuff kan, the ones that I joined before was much more extensive lah, but SHRDC is coming out with a greater initiative where they keep things slow kan, and they actually guide you in every path. So they touch on the coding perspective, and then they touch on both the languages, Python, Java kan. Back in the days, all of that I had to learn by myself, which is a tad bit difficult kan, because that one was more to like self-learning, and so I have to do a lot of catching up kan. But if you are lucky kan, this program is actually very good lah by HRDC. They will guide you along the way. Muhammad Nai, is the MCQ exam will be an open book exam? MCQ exam will be an open book exam. Because of the time duration kan, I don't think you'll be able to actually find or Google the answer because of the time duration. This is talking from past experience in terms of the passing rate and everything kan. I can assure you, if you are trying to Google out one by one, which means that you are not ready kan. When you're not ready, you will definitely struggle there lah in terms of time constraint. I am Namullah, for now working as signaling and communication engineer at Rapid Rail. It is possible for me to join Skymind. Yes, you guys are from signaling and communication kan, EE and everything, and coding is actually your forte lah, I believe kan. So yes, come and join us. You have experience with project kan, that will definitely give you an added advantage as well. Okay, so any more question before I pass it to Dr. Zain Chua? Okay, which language you will focus more? Tell me, which language you will focus more, Python or Java? So we will touch both actually, but for the final examinations kan, nanti our framework is based on Java. The DL4J, deep learning for Java, we uses Java. Okay, Hive for those interested. Okay, TikTok. Okay,
All right,
so
thank
any
you
more
very
question?
much. Okay, thank you so much, Johan. And thank you so much to all attendees, Mr. Liu, and other Naimullah for your questions. All right, so we will have our second round of Q&A session with Dr. Chua because he still has a lot more to cover on this AI program. All right, so maybe you guys, we can follow up later and have your questions answered after Dr. Chua's session. So before
And
we pass on
Marisa,
to
if they have any more question, feel free to do so lah. We're more than welcome to answer it. Okay.
yeah, of course. All right. So for those for all attendees, if you have any questions, do just drop them in the Q&A box or the chat box. All right, and we will address them towards the end after Dr. Chua's session because we still have more AI topic to cover with Dr. Chua. All right, so Johan, do you have anything else you want to cover up before we pass this session to Dr. Chua?
Okay, that's all. Okay, I pass it to Dr. Chua lah. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So Dr. Chua, you can take the session now.
Sure, no problem. Thank you very much, Marisa, and thank you, Johan, for for sharing earlier regarding the areas of AI which Skymind actually works very closely, right? And SHRDC, we are actually very proud to have Skymind team to be one of our technology partners under the Malaysian Smart Factory initiatives, right? So this morning, what Johan has shared has been very extensive in the area of AI and machine learning that basically he has covered all the industrial applications and why the nation really needs future AI talents, right, in this field. And we at SHRDC, the Selangor Human Resource Development Center, are working closely with Skymind as well, right, in providing these high competent AI talents for the nation, right? And you can see that the demand of AI talents will be very much a lot in the coming years, right? So this morning, what I will share with you is the AI and machine learning competencies for Industry 4.0 applications, right? What are the key possibilities of AI applications that are out there for industrial applications in Industry 4.0? And of course, what we cover in our AI and machine learning competency program that we will actually launch at the end of this month, right? On the 30th of August, we will actually run the program, right? And those who have not applied yet for the program, we definitely will encourage you to do so, right? So first, I'll go through an overview of Industry 4.0. For those of you who have not heard of Industry 4.0, okay? And for those of you who may not have been very much aware about this industrial revolution. So Industry 4.0 really talks about autonomous systems, right? And a connected smart factory, and also moving towards an AI or data-driven intelligence kind of industry, right? So as we move forward towards Industry 4.0, there is a lot of need for good talents that work with data, right? And good talents that are able to develop useful applications to not only collect data, not only process data, but also to analyze and also to automate that kind of intelligence to actually assist us to make better decisions throughout our whole career, right? And in our job scope, usually we will have many different applications, right, that will require some form of artificial intelligence that will actually help you to make decisions, right? In a day-to-day basis, we are already using AI applications. For example, as you want to go out of your house, right? Well, during the time that you can actually go out very freely, right? You will use Google Maps, you will use Waze, right, to actually look whether there's traffic issues or whether there's roadblocks. So all these are AI-driven applications, right? Another AI-driven application that you will probably know is like Netflix, right? They use AI to actually suggest movies, suggest TV series for you to actually explore, right? And a lot of other things that you are using today that are using AI applications in your daily life. For example, suggestive posts, on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your TikTok, right? All these are actually AI at the back end suggesting you what content that you want to see, right? And this will actually help you to move forward. Now, the value of data is all about understanding what you receive, right? Data can be in the form of, image. It can be in the form of, numerical values. What data provides to you eventually is information, and then knowledge, and then of course wisdom, right? And to achieve this wisdom area is basically utilizing technologies like AI and machine learning, which will actually provide you with forecasting kind of decision making procedures. It will also give you a better way of making better decisions. For example, right, on a day-to-day basis, we need to identify certain defects. We need to identify certain issues when we look at images, right? What if the AI can do it for us, and all we need to do is just verify, right? So on the human intervention side, we will always have to verify and validate whether the data that we see or whether the AI that we deploy is actually providing us with the right decision-making process, right? Okay. Now, in terms of the Industry 4.0 development pathway, right, we always look at this step-by-step approach, right? And AI actually comes in when it talks about the predictive capacity and the adaptability, because at the end of the day, you have these are the form of intelligence that you can actually deploy to your current applications. And if you want to look at predictive capacity, you want to look at self-adapting capacity, that's what AI can do for you, right? And these 4 forms of data analytics basically also relates towards the data-driven approach towards AI and machine learning, right? Right now, you probably have looked into descriptive or diagnostic capabilities, what is happening, why is it happening, but what's likely to happen and what do I need to do? These are where AI will play a lot of value towards that. And there is basically a lot of demand in AI talents in Malaysia, right? And this is actually an area where we will definitely encourage many of you to actually explore, right, moving forward, so that we can actually build a high competency based nation of AI talents. So Industry 4.0, as you can see, AI is one of the key components as part of the enabling technologies for Industry 4.0. This is actually by MITI, right, our ministry, but there is also the National 4IR strategy or policy that has been initially launched, right, by our government. And AI is actually one of the key components, right, in terms of that strategy moving forward for the nation. So what you will probably be going towards too as you embark on this journey is something that will promote a future career for you, right? So AI is, under AI, they are part of machine learning and also deep learning, which is actually a subset of AI, right? So these are the things that you will actually need to know as you progress through this artificial intelligence career, right? It's not just about coding and applying different algorithms, but understanding what the algorithms would do for you is a key important step as you put in the AI algorithm. And there's a lot of areas that you need to consider as you build your AI pipeline, right? Because if you think about it, machines, how they learn is basically through data, right? And if you put in the wrong data, if you put in data that doesn't make sense, at the end of the day, you will get a result that doesn't make sense for you, right? So in other words, we always say that, if you put rubbish in, you get rubbish out, right? So AI algorithms, you need to be able to understand the underlying algorithms. You need to be able to understand how to process the data to be able to teach your algorithms to learn your data and then provide you with better decisions, right? So these are basically what we will cover in our upcoming program, which is more specialized in the area of computer vision, right? And computer vision is actually an area that is very, very important as we go forward towards artificial intelligence. It has a lot of applications for industry, and it gives eyes to your machines, right? For them to be able to visualize what is actually happening and for them to be able to make better decisions, right? So basically, it is teaching a computer to understand images and videos, and deep learning is an essential component, right? So one of the key examples, for example, when you look at AI for computer vision, right? What you can look at is, applications of OCR technology, using smart glasses. These are future technology applications that we are already working on, and this is something where we are currently exploring with universities as well. So these are some of the key applications, like how you use OCR technology to actually take a snapshot of your products, analyze the particular numbers, and then be able to then translate it to useful information that you can then send to certain applications that you have, right? So then these are actually ways where AI can help you, right? For example, imagine if you will go to you want to check your power meter, you want to check your temperature or humidity at a certain area. All you need to do is take a snapshot, right? So that's the vision component of it. So let's say, for example, for an airline industry, what is it used for, right? It's used for evidence-based tracking. So for example, if they were to, before they take off the flight, they need to do all the system check, right? So imagine last time it's just written down on pen and paper. Now you can actually take a snapshot, do the AI algorithm behind it to check whether this is actually true or not true, right? So this is what they will use actually for AI-based applications. You also do a lot of image classification, right? This is actually based on one of the key deep learning methodologies, right? Object detection, right? I think this is something that is very, very interesting. And what are all these applied for in manufacturing industries, for example? So I share with you one of the key examples of what we work on in terms of pharmaceutical industry, right? So we look at, object detection based on KKM sticker. So if you know what is KKM sticker, basically every product that you buy from a pharmacy, right, whether is it Panadol or any products at all, needs to have a KKM sticker, right? Without KKM sticker, then it's not approved for them to actually deploy the product. So what AI can do is to detect all these KKM sticker detection, and you don't need to apply very, very advanced or expensive technology to do this, right? All you need to know is how would you classify the image, do object detection, label the image, and then it will be able to detect it very, very quickly. And this kind of decision-making process is also very, very important, right? And it helps to reduce waste, reduce errors. And in the manufacturing industry, this is something that they look at when it comes to computer vision with AI. And these are all real-time analytics, so you don't need to take a snapshot, then only analyze, right? In real time, you can already see where the position of the KKM sticker is, what product it is, and what you're actually looking for. So these are some applications of how AI can work for you, right? Image segmentation is also one of the areas that we will cover. Facial recognition, right? I think this is something that you will definitely be very, very important for the future, right? And of course, AI for data analytics, right? When you talk about predictive and prescriptive maintenance, this is something that is important, right? Looking at the machine health, right? Or machine health diagnostics. So one of the key applications that we were looking at recently, right? With a university and hospital collaboration was actually looking at EEG signals, right? So ECG signals, sorry. So we are looking at, how to determine if there's a possible epilepsy or stroke and all those kind of things, right? So these are how AI can actually help you to make better decisions, all right? And to make faster decisions, because all the decision-making process, right? The faster it is, the better you are able to detect. So if you are able to detect early when there's an issue, right? You are able to preempt what will happen next and predict what could possibly be the root cause, and of course, prepare yourself or prepare the relevant components to be able to solve your problem more effectively, right? Before it becomes more detrimental. So this is how AI can be used, for example, for time series kind of measurements, right? So in our program, we won't cover a lot on time series, but these are possible applications of time series forecasting, right? You're able to determine if a motor has a problem, right? We talk about anomaly detection, right? So these are time series forecasting that you use to actually detect anomalies, right? This is actually some of the work that we do as projects in the smart factory. And these are areas that will be very, very important or useful in the future, right? When you talk about predictive maintenance, you talk about data forecasting, data-driven root cause analysis. What if you can use AI to actually solve your 8D data-driven problems, right? So these are skills that would be sought after by industries as you continue to move forward with progression of technology, right? So SHRDC, we work closely with industries as well, and one of them are Skymind, right? And they are one of our technology partners under the Malaysian Smart Factory. And we are actually launching a program called the AI and Machine Learning Competency for Industry 4.0, right? And this program basically would provide you with very hands-on training, right? There will be a 2 months hands-on training, and then there will be actually an examination, like what Johan has mentioned just now, right? To actually provide you with that employment pathway to the industry, right? So that basically will provide you with that direction to enter Skymind if you do intend to look into AI and machine learning competency, right? And this program, if you are eligible for financial support, in which my team will guide you through, you will then be able to join the program with financial support, right? Otherwise, if you are still keen to join the program with a self-paid model, we can also support you on that. So this is actually a two months program that we are able to support you to learn all the relevant competencies needed to actually gear you up to be industry ready. So if you're looking for a career transition, also we do recommend for you to join this program, right? So we will focus a lot on AI and machine learning for computer vision. This is something that we will really look at more deeply because this is actually one of the industry requirements, right? And of course, in terms of the pathway to join this program, there will be, we are still calling for candidates, right? It's still open. There's still slots. So please do apply if you're keen to join. If let's say you're eligible for financial support, then that is very good. There will be interview process with the funding body as well. If let's say you are ineligible for the financial support, we do also encourage you to join in under a self-paid model, which we offer some installment plans for candidates who are keen to join, right? There's a program selection process. Training is for 2 months. There will be a professional assessment and certification, and then employment opportunities with the company. So Skymind is one of our hiring partners as well from this program. So so this is a pathway that you have to go through, right? And I think Johan has also just shared what is the starting salary for Skymind if you actually are able to enter this program, right? So my projection of a starting salary here is actually on the average, and Skymind actually provides above the average of what you are actually looking for, right? So this will then provide you with a good indication of what your salary range will be moving forward, and what's the career path with Skymind, right? And once you complete this program, like what Johan has mentioned, if you pass the assessment, it will provide you a direct entry to Skymind, right? Correct, Johan? If that's what I understand correctly, right?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, good. So this is the program outline of our program, right? We will cover a bit more extensive, right? Because we do understand that many of the candidates or participants out there, they may not have much practice or hands-on experience with Java programming, right? And Skymind team, they work very closely on their library called DL4J, Deep Learning for Java, right? And this is actually an area that we see great potential for candidates of the future. And therefore, we are going to provide a more extensive deep learning for Java program, right? Which will cover a lot of hands-on competency. You have a lot of opportunities to practice, to develop, new solutions, and then you will be able to go through this program more extensively, right? It's a very hands-on program. Right now, we are going to deliver it virtually at the moment, right? On the 30th of August, we will start that, right? So it'll be a 2 months program. At the end of 2 months, you will have a professional assessment, right? In which Johan has also shared some of the structure of the assessment, right? And this is something that we will put you through at the end of the program as well, right? So if you need more information, definitely get in touch with us. I'll just share with you generally what we do at the Malaysian Smart Factory, right? So this is generally, we support in terms of tech talent development. So AI is one of our future directions as well, right? And in which we are going to focus a lot on building AI talents for the nation. We have a technology learning platform. If you have not seen us before, right? We do a lot of proof of concept and lighthouse projects with, industries, with the universities, right? And in terms of internship programs, that's also what we offer. And we do have a lot of opportunities for the future workforce for you to actually explore, right? What are the future industrial applications that you will need to work with? We do a lot of live demonstration of technologies. We work with 25 technology partners now. Skymind is one of them. And of course, digital training is what we offer at the moment in terms of our technology training platform, right? So that's why our upcoming AI program will be done remotely, right? So you can proceed with the program at the comfort of your home, or if you are actually looking at a career change, then this is something that you can explore at the comfort of your office, right? So these are just some links that you can explore with us in case you want to look into other programs as well, right? Before you build your career in AI, we also have other programs like that as well. So do get in touch with us. And of course, if you have any questions, please do ask. We are going to kick off the program very, very soon. So therefore, we definitely encourage you to fill in your registration, and we look forward to guide you through your AI career path. Right. Thank you very much. Back to you, Marisa.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Chua. Okay, so I believe we do have questions coming in for you. All right, so I will just read them out for you. So the first question that we have is someone is asking, Pan is asking, can I join this program if I am new to Java programming and may not do well with the programming entry exam?
Okay, so TT Tan, I'm not sure which programming entry exam are you talking about, but I assume this is a Skymind's TET entrance exam, right? Okay, so SHRDC, we are working closely with Skymind on this, and we understand some of the constraints of some participants that are new to Java programming. That's why we have designed this program specifically to actually ensure that you are able to be more proficient in Java programming for deep learning, right? So we have a different entrance exam for this particular program, right? In which you can join, and we will see whether you're eligible for that. And then during this program, we will then cover more extensively on Java programming and deep learning for Java. So even if you're new to Java programming, I will encourage you to join this program. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. I hope that answers your questions, Tan. And next question we have from Wen-Shyan. He is asking, what is the cost to join this program?
Okay, so Wen-Shyan, we do have a certain pricing model that we have set up in terms of installment plans and all that. So if you're really, really keen to explore, right, do drop your email, to us, right? We have, I think Marisa, you can also drop your email inside the chat over there, right? We will then contact you further to share with you the brochure for the costing and also the installment plans and so on. All right. So I will share with you more information on that through email, because we have another team that manages that. All right. Okay.
Thank you. And I think the third question from Helmi, he is asking, do you prefer Java or Python because Java is more efficient for real-time analysis?
Okay. I think in terms of deep learning applications and also AI applications, there is always a question on which programming language should you go with, right? There is Python, there is JavaScript, there is also Java, right? I think in terms of application-wise, it really depends on what works well for the industry that you're implementing the application, right? Some industries, they will prefer you to go with Java-based applications. Some industries will prefer you to go with Python-based applications, right? So, but generally, you see, AI is not about the programming language. It is about the algorithm and the understanding of the theory. That's why Johan also mentioned just now that during your final assessment, you will have a combination of theory and also practical, right? So your theory needs to be sound as well. You need to be able to make a decision on what algorithm you're going to use, or else you'll be trying algorithm 1 to 10, and then you try and error until you get something, right? Which is not very efficient. So therefore, I think Python or Java, it really depends on the application, right? I would say that that the use case of it also depends on how fast you need to analyze certain things, right? If you need to analyze within a millisecond, or you need to analyze within the next 30 seconds, or you need to analyze within the next 1 hour, it makes a very big difference in terms of the application that you want to apply. So this is something where you can decide. But in this program, we will be focusing more on deep learning for Java, which is actually a very, very unique skill, right? And this is actually an open platform that was developed by Skymind, right, to build an AI ecosystem that is very, very competent for the future, right? I hope that answers your question, Helmi. Any other questions?
Okay, Helmi said thank you. I think you answered his question very well, Dr. Chua. So
Okay.
or if any of you guys have any questions left, do drop the questions now either in the chat box or utilize the Q&A, and Dr. Chua or Johan will address them. All right. Do we have any more questions from the floor? Any concerns or general inquiries are welcome. All right, I think that's all the questions for today for both the Johan and Dr. Chua. So before we end the session, do any of you guys have anything else that you guys want to wrap up or to cover? Johan or Dr. Chua?
Maybe Johan, you want to go first to say your final wrap up.
Okay. So in short, and I'm hoping that all of you here will take into consideration to actually come and join this program, and because of the opportunities that you will be giving and all of those real experience. Okay? And SHRDC are also well known for their training quality, and I'm also one of those who had actually undergone a training under GCPV. That one is grid connected photovoltaic, solar energy. Yeah, that was my previous employer sent me. So you guys don't have to worry, and they will guide you in every step of the way. So in short, come and join us in the AI workforce. I will see you around.
Thank you so much, Johan. So what about you, Dr. Chua? Do you have anything else you want to wrap up? Oh, sorry, before that, Dr. Chua, there's one more question here.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, He's asking, is there any mock test for this?
Okay, all right. Throughout the whole 2 months training, you would really go through a lot of hands-on coding and theory assessments or assignments along the way. So I believe that, you know, when it comes to industrial applications, and you are going to be working with the workforce, right? You know, it's always important that you are able to proficiently do the assessment and the assignment that we go through along the way of the program. You know, imagine if you go to a company and you know, the company give you a project, and then then you ask your company whether there's a mock test or not. I don't think that works very well, right? So the first question is always whether will you receive adequate and sufficient training and competencies throughout this program. And yes, we will do that, right? We will provide you a lot of hands-on you know, work, right? So that you can really practice and really be industry ready, right? So whether there's a mock test or no mock test, we will do our very best to help you to pass the final assessment, right? But most importantly, you know, it always boils back down to the individual effort, right? So let's say, for example, if you don't have very good proficiency in Java programming, right, then you will also need to take additional effort to work towards that direction, right? And our trainers are there to support you all the way, right? So it takes both ways, right? It takes two to tango, right? So really work with us so that, you know, we will help you to pass the final assessment. Okay.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Chua. So I think that's all the questions for today. And you have any last words?
Okay, so from SHRDC side, we do encourage you to apply for this program. If you are really keen, we are going to kick off on the 30th of August, and we still have space for applications, right? And if you would like to know if let's say you want to like to know whether you're eligible for the financial support, do get in touch with my team. We will help you with that. If you are not eligible, don't worry as well. We do offer you know, installment plans that you can explore, and that is something that we can help you through. Yeah, so at least then it will help you to ensure that you have a direct pathway towards a new career. Okay.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Chua, once again. All right, so I think that is both Mr. Johan and Dr. Chua has covered all the topics, all the concerns that you guys have been wondering, perhaps. All right, so before we end this wrap up this session, we do have one last poll questions for you guys. So just hang on a second. I'm just going to launch the poll. All right, it should pop up on your screen, so do answer them. This is just sorry, I think I bring up the wrong poll questions. Just hang on a second. All right, so this is the feedback poll question. So we'd appreciate for all of you to answer this from SHRDC side. Okay, I can see the number of people answering these questions are higher than the first poll question with Mr. Johan. So maybe I'm going to just relaunch that question so we can have a new number if Mr. Johan would like to see, because maybe some people from your session earlier did not tak sempat nak jawab, right? So do you mind if I launch the poll question again, Mr. Johan? If you like to see, maybe
Yes.
we have different numbers.
Sure thing, no problem.
Just hang on a second. All right, so for those who may have missed the poll questions with Mr. Johan's session, do answer this again so we can have a clear vision. Johan, are you seeing the real-time responses?
Yes, Marissa, I'm seeing it now.
Okay, that's great. I think maybe the answers are about the same because some of the attendees are probably from Skymind or SHRDC members, right? So, all right, I think that's all.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, I'm just going to end the poll. All right, I'm just going to share my screen. Sorry, just one second. All right, so for all attendees, please do take a look at the chat box there because Dr. Chua has already dropped the link for you to register, a Google form for you to register the machine and AI learning competence program from SHRDC. So do just click on the link there and it will redirect you to the landing page of the registration. So any questions, any unclear questions that you'd like to know, do email us or SHRDC. All right, meanwhile, I'm just going, before we wrap up this session, I'm just going to share my screen. I hope you guys are seeing this. All right. All right, once again, this is the SHRDC's AI program. All right, and as you guys can see here, aside from the AI and machine learning competence for 4.0 program, we also, SHRDC are also offering all of these other programs. It's a long-term ongoing courses that you guys can join if you guys are interested or keen to join. All right, both Mr. Hairul and Miss Anna are here in this session today as well. Okay, so you guys can just WhatsApp them, contact us. All of our contact details or social media ads are provided here. So do take a screenshot, or you guys can head over to our Facebook page because we constantly are updating the webinar programs and training programs that we have to offer. All right, so this one is a very good deal, I feel like, because since it is funded a program. So maybe you guys are interested, you guys can check this out or share it to your friends and family, relatives. Okay, so, all right, I think that's all from me. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. And for those who, oh, sorry, I think someone raised the hand here.
Yeah, Karen, right? Karen Xiao.
Karen.
Yeah.
Karen, if you like to talk, you can just unmute your mic and just talk or ask a question away. Karen,
Oh,
say
Karen.
what?
Oh, Karen, do you want to type your question in the chat?
Yeah, maybe before we wrap up the session. Or was that an accident?
Yep. So I think if anyone have any other questions, do just get in touch with us. We will address them accordingly. All right. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Right. Thank you very much once again from SHRDC. We would like to thank Mr. Johan and Skymind Education Group especially for collaborating or partnering with us for today's session. And we hope for all attendees today, you guys have found this very insightful. We gain new knowledge and new things, new insights, especially. All right. So for any further questions you have after this, do get in touch with us. All right, so both Skymind and SHRDC. So don't be shy, just ask away. All right, and we'll be ready. We'll be happy to entertain you. All right, so I think that's all from me. Thank you so much to both speakers today. And for all attendees, once again, you guys will be provided, will be given a webinar e-badge, just like an e-certificate or just as an appreciation token from our side to you. All right. Once again, thank you so much. And you guys are free to leave this session if you like.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Take
Thank you
care.
so
Stay
much,
safe.
everyone. Stay
Thank
safe.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.